everybody. We just came to the vet clinic because our orange cat has an injury on his neck, on his throat, and we just dropped him off here and they will call us once he is done with his treatment. So we're just driving back home now. Welcome back to a new week, to a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. This is going to be a week of me trying to work on my mental health. Last week I had my first therapy session with a psychiatrist. I took a break for a few years and now I felt the need to go back and get professional help. I didn't want to just rely on that 1 hour we get with the therapist. I want to try at least to work on my mental health during the week as well. I will try to push myself to do things that actually help me. If you're in a similar situation, maybe this will inspire you, or it will just give you some comfort in knowing that you are not dealing with all this alone. I am diagnosed with depression and anxiety. It started back in my childhood, didn't get better in my teenage years, and now as an adult, I'm still struggling with it. I just wanted to really focus on my mental health this week. This morning we got up pretty early, and as you've seen, we went to the pet clinic because yesterday evening, it was Sunday, we noticed that our orange cat had like a swelling on his throat. Care of him this morning, they checked him out and they told us that his salivary glands are infected, so he has an infection. He got medication for that. He's already back home. I slept very badly last night, and I have to be honest, I have nightmares every single time I sleep, especially for the past 2 weeks. It's been very hard. My brain is just very active during sleep, and it's probably trying to deal with the things that I'm going through while I'm awake. Today I will basically just try to get a couple of things done around the house. I always feel the need to clean my home because it also feels like therapeutic, but I always see stuff that I think that are too cluttered or it's dirty, and I'm just basically non-stop cleaning our home or working in the garden, because once I like finish a section of the garden, the other side is already overgrown. I hope you guys will enjoy watching this vlog, and I hope you have a great week as well. We did go to the grocery store briefly because we needed to get food for our pets. It's already 6 p.m. and usually I would have skipped this entire day and did not vlog at all because I just feel super exhausted. I'm tired, like my eyes are closing, and I'm mentally super overwhelmed. There is a bunch of things going on that I cannot solve, and it is just a really difficult time for me, at least. I'm just trying to not spiral every single day, but it's really hard. So I decided I'm gonna go outside in our garden. Today is also like very clouded, it's overcast. I'll do some work in the garden just to get my mind off of all of the things that stress me out, I guess. Because moving really helps me and being outside helps me as well. I just don't have the energy to like go for a walk or anything or be outside for a long time, so I'm just going to stay in the garden and I will do as much as I can. It's an hour later and I'm just on a walk with Daisy. I stopped doing the garden work. I'm like actually struggling to keep awake. My eyes are closing on their own and I keep yawning. So I'm going to be done with doing anything that requires energy today. It's about to be 1 a.m. in the morning and I just had a breakdown. I cried and I vented to my boyfriend about it, and I hope I can go to sleep in a short amount of time. Happy Tuesday and good afternoon, I guess. It's already noon and I woke up I think 30 minutes ago, but I'm still in bed. I had terrible nightmares when I slept and my boyfriend tried to wake me up twice, but it didn't work. So I'm still in bed. I'm just so exhausted. I'm so tired and I don't feel like getting up at all. It's also very gloomy and raining outside, so it's not like it's motivating me in any way to get up. Just literally forced myself to take a shower. I was hoping it would help me get more awake. However, that was definitely not the case. I'm still yawning like every 2 seconds. And I'm still extremely exhausted even though I haven't done anything. And I don't know how to change it right now. While I am actually awake, I will try to go ahead and get through the documents that my psychiatrist gave me last week. I have them as like a homework to do till my next appointment. And since I'm so tired and so sleepy, I'm just going to force myself to do it right now. I'm just going to get started and do as much as I can and then potentially continue later, but at least I'm getting something done. Welcome to my office room. This is one of the rooms I spend the least amount of time in, which is very unfortunate because I'm actually very glad that I have an entire room to myself. And I have my bookshelves, I have my desk, I have all of my supplies in here, but it's also at the same time one of the rooms that stress me out the most because there's a lot of like paperwork that constantly overwhelms me. And I just removed all of that from my desk so I can at least have a little bit more space and it doesn't constantly clutter my mind. I was filling out the form. I only got to page 15, 30 pages in total. It's taking longer than I expected, but also the questions are like very detailed and there is a lot that I'm writing down. I also noticed that I forgot about a lot of the things about my life, like about my childhood and stuff and my parents, and it's like very detailed, this form. So I'm just trying to answer as best as I can with like as much information that I can remember. And one question was also how many times I moved. And I think I wrote down 12, but I don't think that it's accurate. I'm going to go through it again. So the first time was after first grade, between first and second grade. Then we moved from where I spent second grade to Turkey. We did move within Turkey from Istanbul to Bodrum. And then I moved back from Turkey to Switzerland. After spending the fourth grade here in Switzerland, I went back to Turkey. And then after I spent another year in Turkey, I moved back to Switzerland, so that's 6. About 2 years after that, we moved again within Switzerland, so within the same canton, that is 7. I moved from there to another place, that's 8. I moved back to the place previous, so that is 9. Another place, so we already are at 10. And then from there I moved out to my first own apartment, that's 11. And then after spending a couple of years there, I moved back in with my mother, so that is 12. After being there with my mother, I moved here. So So I think it's like 13 times, if I'm not mistaken. And we moved, the last move was actually us changing canton. So I moved out with my boyfriend and we came from Zurich, so the canton of Zurich, and we moved into the canton of St. Gallen, which I didn't know anything about before we moved here. It was very spontaneous that we chose this place in the first place because we were applying like all over Switzerland and this house just really spoke to us. We applied and we got confirmed, which I'm super grateful about. This is like one of the things that I'm actually enjoying, being home here. I love the house, I love the neighborhood, I love the nature around, and I don't want to move. I'm done with moving. I hope we can stay here for a long time. Never know what life throws at you, but that is at least what I hope. So I'm basically just going to go ahead and continue filling out this form. I could also continue tomorrow depending on like how overwhelmed I am with the questions. It's the next day. This morning I had my second therapy session with my psychiatrist and it went well. I gave her the forms that I had filled out. We discussed some of it, not all of it, because there was just way too much to say in way little time. Like 1 hour is just not enough. I would need 10 to 15 hours just to catch her up, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. Now I'm just out with Daisy. We're going on a nice walk. Just came back from our walk and I decided for a change to go open the mailbox, and this is everything that was in there. So I'm just going to pile this on to all the things that stress me out, and the pile keeps getting bigger and bigger. Happy Friday! Today we just went to the grocery store and we came back home. I put away everything that we bought, but I do really want to apologize because this vlog really did not turn out the way that I had in mind. I really wanted to do activities that focus on my mental health and getting better and working on it. However, the past like 3-4 days, like ever since I started this vlog, basically I was just super exhausted. I didn't have any energy at all, even to like keep my eyes open. So here we are. It didn't really go as I planned. I am even debating on putting this vlog up or not. I just feel super bad about it, that I wasn't productive at all, or I didn't do anything to improve my mental health. I just couldn't. Basically, I really tried to get up multiple times during the week, but it was just not possible. Yesterday I had my therapy appointment. It went okay. However, it's just not enough time that I have with the therapist to like go over everything. I really apologize for this vlog and the way it turned out, but this is like actually realistically what happens some weeks. It's just very difficult sometimes, and usually I just would have deleted all of this footage, but I'm still going to post it, still going to show it, so you guys can also see like not everything turns out the way you had in mind every time. And struggling is normal, especially if you're dealing with like depression and anxiety. But I hope that the next vlog at least will be a little bit more fun to watch, and I hope you still enjoy this video.